in this situation becomes the more logical primary receiver. So let's see whether Earl Morrall goes away from his strength and goes to what might be the weak side of the New York Jets, where number 87 will be playing, Willie Richardson.
Well, Earl Morrall is talking to Don Shula. It'll be second down, 9 to go. First downs in this game. The Jets have 10. Baltimore has 6. Baltimore twice moved deep into New York territory. They were stopped. They missed a long field goal. 93 yards rushing for Baltimore, most on one play of 58 yards. The Jets have 66 yards rushing. 64 yards passing for Baltimore, 111 for New York. The sun peeking through now. Second down and 9. Tom Matte can throw a pass back to Morrall. All alone is Moore, but they hit down the middle to Matte, intercepted by Jim Hudson. The third interception for New York. The third interception for New York, and Baltimore trying a trick play. They had Jimmy Orr all alone, and they didn't see him.
In slow motion, Kyle, we see it Wake right open. A very smart play. Earl is in great spot. He completely loses Jimmy Orr, as Curt Gowdy described, and there comes Hudson. Perfect position to pick it off. That was a tremendous play, Curt.
Orr could have walked it. All he had to do was lie. He was wide open at the 10-yard line. Nobody within 15 yards of him, Kyle.
There really wasn't. He was just so wide open. And they saved a scoreless first half.
That's the first time Baltimore has been shut out in the first half this year. So everybody was talking about New York being unable to score, and it's been the other way around. Well, you never know about sports. Halftime activities will continue. New York's leading 0-0 will continue from the 1969 Super Bowl game after this pause for station identification. Jim Simpson and a special guest.
And our special guest is the nation's #1 comedian and turning out Bob Hope to be the #1 sportsman. We see at the World Series and now again at the Super Bowl.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm really shocked by this game today. These Jets are doing something today, aren't they? Huh?
They sure are. What about the New York Jets? Now, I understand that you came in here as a Baltimore supporter. Are you changing your mind?
Well, actually, I think that the Jets forgot to read the papers. Huh? Man, I want to tell you, they're rough, and these Ohio guys are doing it. Snell is, so far, as a star, and Ohio, Matte, is out there. He's doing great.
Both Ohio State boys.
Oh, they're rough.
I understand, Bob Hope, that you're a big man with weddings.
Yes, sir. Last night we had the wedding. We flew down here with Ted Agnew and Governor Rhodes, and this is a thrilling game, Jim. I'll tell you that.
Well, Bob Hope, thank you very much. We look ahead not only to the second half of the Super Bowl, but your tournament in February. Your specialist Thursday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jim. We'll see you down the desert.
Thank you, Bob Hope, very much.
Thank you very much.
Now let's go back upstairs.
Curly Johnson will kick off. 7-0 New York as we start the second half. Temperature 70 degrees, gusty wind. The lights are on here. Overcast and getting darker. And here we go for the second half. High kick. Brown on the goal line. 5, 10, 15. And down he goes on his own 25, hit there by Bill Rademacher. And also Mark Smolinski. There are the stats in the first half. The Jets hold the edge in first down, 10-6. Baltimore rushing 92-70. The Jets hold the edge in passing. The Jets, Namath hit 10 out of 16. Morrall 5 out of 15. The Jets intercepted 3 of Morrall's passes. Jets ran the most plays, 36-28 for Baltimore. Now let's see what Baltimore does. Morrall gives the ball to Matte, and Matte fumbles, and it's a New York recovery. Ralph Baker. Berlin Biggs hit him and jarred it loose. And there on the ball is Ralph Baker, number 51, the left linebacker. And the Jets get a break here on the opening play of the second half. Biggs really came over from right in. Great pursuit by Berlin Biggs.
Tremendous pursuit, Curt. These Jets have come to play. There was a great block at the line of scrimmage by Ressler. Matte cuts behind it, and then came the fumble.
New York on the Baltimore 33. Joe Namath, 11 completions, 16 attempts in the first half. Namath to Boozer. Boozer to the 30. Boozer to the 25 of Baltimore. And Dennis Gaubatz, the middle linebacker, and Don Shinnick, the right linebacker, made the tackle. I'm going to set up the Jets offensively first for you, and Kyle and Al will be in here. Joe Namath at quarterback, Boozer 32, Snell 41, the running backs. Maynard is a flanker, 13. Sowers a left end, 83, the split end. And Lammons, 87, the tight end. It's second down, 2 to go. New York on the Baltimore 25. Matt Snell bucking over his right guard. And he goes to the Baltimore 22, where Bubba Smith, the left end, brought him down. It's a New York Jet first down.
And credit may or may not be significant, but down on the sideline right now, warming up for Baltimore, number 19, Unitas. This may mean that we'll be seeing Unitas in the second half.
First down, the Jets now have 11 first downs, Baltimore 6. Cross buck to Boozer. Boozer is met by Mike Curtis, the outstanding left linebacker of Baltimore, and Ordell Brazy, the right end. Curtis, number 32, made the All-NFL team as linebacker. Former football star at Duke, a fullback. They converted him to a linebacker. And there's Johnny Unitas, who's had torn muscles, a muscle tear in his right elbow all year, but has been coming along. And he may be in here. The Colts have not scored today, and we may see a change. Second down, 7. New York on the Baltimore 19. Just started the third period. Namath to Snell. Snell barrels Bobby Boyd over and then is dropped at the 14-yard line. Mike Curtis hit him from behind after Snell knocked Boyd 40 down. And that ball now on the 14 makes it third down and 2 to go for the New York Jets.
And Kurt, Joe Namath is just great at reading these defenses. That's the 5th completion to a back. The 3rd one to Snell. 2 earlier went to Mathis. 5 times he's gone to his backs. He's beating those linebackers.
Third down, 2 to go. The Jets on the Baltimore 14. The Jets ahead 7-0. In that same setup. And they go to the 11-yard line, and that's another Jet first down. Matt Snell picks up the first down. Gaubatz hit him there, but not until after he picked up. New York now on the Baltimore 11. 12 first downs for the Jets, 6 for Baltimore.
Kerry, this could well be the big series for the Baltimore Colts. This is where their defense is now going to be tested.
Baltimore called one of the greatest defensive teams of all time. They tied an NFL record for fewest points scored. Boozer is being hemmed in, and he finally dropped by Lenny Lyles, who drove him out of bounds. Gaubatz slowed him up behind the line of scrimmage. Lenny Lyles, 11-year NFL veteran, University of Louisville.
And a real key on that play was Rick Volk, the safety man. He came flying in from his safety position, actually inside of his own defensive end, Ordell Brazy. And here again, the value of the Red Dog, not only against rushing the passer, but against the running game. Just as good a weapon against.
Jets lost 6 in that play. They have a second down 16 on the Baltimore 17. Bill Mathis is now in a halfback replacing Boozer. Will be number 31. Namath is hit and dropped back in the 25. Bubba Smith, who's played in only 2 losing games in the last 4 years.
Kerry, we're going to show you this in slow motion now. Dave Herman has good position. Bubba talked about this a little earlier. There's Dave hitting him, trying to take him wide, but the big drop of Joe Namath is what makes the play for Bubba. Good play for number 78, Bubba Smith.
That was an 8-yard loss, and Winston Hill was unhappy down there with some of the Baltimore boys as he was shoving them around after the play was over. Now it's 3rd and 24. That's twice Namath now has been dumped behind the line of scrimmage. Once in the first half, and here early in the 3rd period. For the Jets, after recovering the fumble on the Baltimore 33, went to the 11. pushed back to the Baltimore 25. His pass is, out in the open was Jerry Logan. He had the open field in front of him. Jerry Logan in front of Pete Lammons, and Logan could have gone all the way. And the Colts have had trouble hanging onto the ball today. Mackey's dropped a couple. And now Logan here.
And because of the positioning on the field where Logan was, shows the complicated type of defensive secondary play Baltimore is in. A safety type of zone, which is a different type of zone coverage where the safety is really only involved with short coverage. He was in excellent position.
32-yard field goal attempt by Jim Turner. Babe Barilli holding. Turner missed one earlier. Once again, we'll bring up, it's a tricky crosswind today. His kick is up, and this kick is good by Jim Turner. Action will continue here at the Super Bowl. The score is the New York Jets 10 and the Baltimore Colts